Some time ago, hey, probably a few years ago, it's gone quick, really has. Well, I decided to sell everything and then take the big step onto the canal system, buy a narrowboat and travel around, and after a year or so I decided to film it. Why don't you come along and watch me? Why don't you watch me fumble around and bang into things? Come on, put your feet up, get kettle on. In here 2 days, my second day leaving. Some kind soul is going to do the lock for me. Isn't life wonderful? Young lady over there. It was lovely this morning. It's nice, turning cold and windy. I showed you earlier, didn't I? What it was like. It's beautiful. Some great boats down here. You know these big Altofts. Look, totally different waters now. I really like this sort of area. Got a CRT guy doing the lock for me. Isn't that nice? Hey. This is King's Road lock. They're going to do it for me, bless them. Oh, lovely, isn't it? I'll tell you what, around here it's immaculately kept. It's such a contrast. I so enjoy these areas. There's good parking everywhere. There's parking all down there, visitor parking. They don't fine you and tell you off all the time. Oh, fabulous. Electronic gates. Oh, there is water here if you need it. I'm full up anyway, so I don't need it. I've had one shower out of a full tank, you know. So yeah, there's water here. So what a beautiful place. This is a place to come. This is proper narrowboating. This is luxurious narrowboating, I must admit. You've got Jar Jar Binks there, look, and you've got Obi-Wan there. Oh, fabulous. Star Wars fans. Long-term moorings these are. Mr. Van's over there, look. He's alright there. As long as you want. As long as you want. Beautiful moorings. Hard standings. Oh. Did you have them? Why are you leaving then? Where are you going? I don't know, you know. There's so much standing around and sitting around you can do. There's so much things you can do sitting down. I can't stand sitting down all the time. It's not healthy. Oh, just sit down and relax. No. Sit down and relaxing is no good for your body. No good for your body at all. That's why a lot of people, when they go to work and they retire and finish, they die, you know, because they're just so used to moving. No, keep moving. I think you'll find that great lonking bit of road there is the M62. If I remember rightly, looking at the map. Long-term moorings here. I come over that motorway the other day. I went to see my eldest son, Callum. Went out for lunch, we had a good chinwag and sorted things out, you know. Had a good catch up. Hello Callum, bless your heart mate. And Beth, and Bertie, his little dog. I'll put a picture on so you can see who I'm talking about. M62, I think we all know where I'd rather be. I've not been on that road many times, but I'd rather be down here. Cruise at a nice 1400 RPM. I usually cruise at 1200. Wind behind. It's very cold wind as well. The old slabs of concrete. Bloodline of this country, isn't it? These motorways. Can't live without them. Look how wide these stretches are, look. It's amazing, isn't it? This is still the canal, because it's close season for fishing on the rivers, but canals are still alright. I go right around those guys. I ain't got to worry about getting their lines caught or anything like that. I just go right round them to stay well away from them. Lot coming up. It's down there, it's private moorings, and this is a deep one. This is 13 foot deep, so if you've got a long rope, you're going to need it in that lock. So, oh god, here we go, slimy ladders. Challenge, isn't it, eh? Can't beat a challenge. Yeah, so down here is all private moorings, and so far so good. Altofts cut. Private moorings, long short-term leisure. Wow. 18 leisure boats, look, lined up. My first boat was one of those leisure boats. 25-foot Norman. Lovely bit of kit. Norman there, look, same as that one. Boom. 25-foot. Just waiting at the water point now. I'm just filling up with water, doing my washing, and then going in the lock and back them onto the river. River proper, you know. So I better be careful. It's a windy day. The lock looks ready, so I'm just going to try and all levels right. So open the gates. There we go. I'm going to ram those big, huge gates, and this is a deep one, so I'll be careful here. Oh, let's get her in, shall we? Let's get him in. I don't know why I say him or whatever. Get it in. Get the boat in. When the boat comes in, la 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 la. I'm sure it will. There's a water point. In we go. We're onto the river proper. Big rams. You can hear the motors going. These are big gates. This is Wood. What's it called? Wood Nook lock. Wood Nook. And I've had a lot of rain in the past 2 days, so I'm just going to check the water conditions and the levels. Looks alright, isn't it? We're going up there. Onto the river. Air. Beautiful. Same again, I'm going to open the sluices. So the lock's ready there, look. Gates closed. Yes, lights on. Open sluices. Nothing's happening. Oh, this is going down, look. Didn't you hear a thing there? It's going down very slowly. And that's quick, blimey, better hurry up, get your rope. And within about 30 seconds you're halfway down, or a minute. You've got to be quick, you see. So I'm holding onto the rope. I'm making sure I've got hold of that still. So I've got to climb down here and get onto the boat when the gates are open. So I'm just making sure it stays where it is. Before I go onto the river, I'm just going to untie my bootlaces and undo my coat, just in case I fall in. I've got my life ring there, ready. Oh, you're in a life jacket. It's only a short stint up the river. Yeah, we could fall in still, I know. That's why I got my life ring ready. As you can see, it's a fairly deep lock, you know. Still going, still emptying. Wow, that's a big lock, isn't it? Well, I think we're ready to open the gates. Gates. Open gates. Yes, we're ready now. Let's go onto the river. Just going to moor up over there and then jump back on. Close the gates, close sluices, and off I go. Get myself ready. Might leave it there. Right, back on the boat. The boat is quite a long way down. It's probably very slippy. Let's get on. There we are. Back down. Absolute. Look at that on the it's so... Well, I've climbed down there, obviously, it's so slimy. Alright, let's get out of here and moor up. Take your time. It takes all day, doesn't matter, just take your time. Do everything really slowly, you know. Get your balance, get your confidence, get your calmness. Centre yourself. Big lock in it, that is, blimey. Try and get onto the landing if you can. A bit of wind behind me, pushing me away. Come on, baby. Mate, what do you think to that big lock? Was you nervous going through it? You was nervous for me climbing down. I know it's slippy, wasn't it? Woo, we did it though. Let's go and close the gates, shall we? I'll close the gates then, you stay there, alright. Look after the boat. Got to walk all the way around there, all the way down here to get to the quay. Moan, 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 moan. Let's close those gates. There we are, no boats coming, so if there's a boat coming I'd have left it open and done a lock for them, you know. As boaters do. That's good. Take that key out. Yeah. If you can't, don't do all this sequence, you can't take your key out. There you go, right, back over, get my boat. Tell a lie, there is a boat coming, so I'm just going to open the gates again for them. Hey, open the gates, bless them. On, open gates. Why do I open the gates? Open the gates for them. I've just watched a vlog on YouTube about this that couple of guys that live on the boat. I forgot the name of the channel, but they did a vlog about a remote control narrowboat where you can just remotely steer your boat out the lock, put it in the landing, get to wait there for you, all remote control. Isn't that fabulous? Just waiting for this boat to come in now. Look, they're coming in. They're coming in, rippers. I'm letting them in. There they come, they're coming in. They're coming in, look. Almost here. Set this lock for them. Let's get them up on their way. There we go. Right, open sluices. There we go. Lovely. Seems tiny in this lock, doesn't it? That little narrow boat. That's how big these locks are. Fabulous, aren't they? Take some filling a bit. Lot of water got to go in there. Like, you're talking a normal size lock, it's probably about 30 times bigger than a normal size lock. Unbelievable, isn't it? Getting there very slowly. Almost there, look. They're getting there. There we are. Let's open the gates now, shall we? Told them they've got volunteers on the next one. Bless them. There, look, can you see that? Oh God, it's so shaky, isn't it? Oh, I didn't get a gimbal. I did get a gimbal, I hated it. It's heavy, it's horrible to use. There we are. And that's how you do a lock, rippers. I left the engine running. Didn't want to do that. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, let's get cracking on. 20 minutes of doing the lock for them. Hey, that's what we do, boaters. We help each other out. And that lovely view, look. We help each other out. It feels a bit weird walking on this. Let's crack on. I've loosened my boots, bundled my jacket just in case I fall in. I can get everything off really quickly, you see, because once you go in that water you're going to be gagging for your breath. You don't want to trying to undo your boots and get your jacket off at the same time. got my life ring there, I've got my life caffeine there, and now here we go. It's actually no wider than the section I've just come off, you know, on the canal. I do believe this is the river here. Let's crack on. And down that way is just the weir, you know. This is Wood Hook Viaduct, and it's narrowboat pirate lady with the nipples, bridge nipples. I like that. I prefer those. Look, they're sports, aren't they? I don't know what they're called really. Oh, I love it. I love the rivers in summertime. It looks like some lock landings here. I don't know what that's about. Let's have a look, shall we? I've also got my anchor ready at the front. I took all the coal bags off it so I could throw it in quickly, just in case. You might hit a plastic bag, your prop might stop turning. You just don't know, do you? You don't want to drift into the shallows and then the river goes down and you're stuffed. This place, I don't know what it's called here, but nice Jeep there, look, Land Rover. Someone's private landings maybe. You can see narrowboats, the narrowboats in there. Must be a, oh, it's the other side. It's the other side of that marina I showed you earlier on. There, it's just a dead end. I think it's just a landing platform for the factory down there, whatever they make. Private wharf. Same again on rivers, don't cut the corners. You don't know what's underneath. It might look deep, but it's not. It can get very, very shallow. So I don't cut the corners, I go on the outside of the corners on the other side. When it turns right, I stay on the outside. I just don't want any hassle, you know. You've got witness marks there, look, where you can see how high the water comes up. All this is floodplain, all flooded. Mark and Shaz were telling me that the water had come up onto the roads and everywhere in that area around where was it? Wakefield. The roads were closed off and everything. Wow. Water's up slightly. It's been raining for the past 2 days, so there's a little bit of water in there, but nothing. Still in the green. That'll do me nicely. I always love the rivers. It's because it's a childhood thing, you know. I used to go to the rivers all the time. I spent most of my childhood either on the canals or the rivers, away from people really. I just like being around nature. I just love it. And on the rivers, there's not many people, there's not much footfall. They're not up and down with their push bikes, you know. It's, in that same token, it's hard to get back to your van. Mr. Van's going to be crying if I don't get back, won't he, eh? going downstream. I'm sure I am. I've got a feeling I'm going downstream, yes, because I'm going downhill. I've got some kind of marina here. This is bridge number 10, so the bridges are going up. There we go. That Dick Stockwin's a big old cruiser in it, look at that. Would you live on that? Would you live on that? What a fabulous place to live. Take it up to France. Imagine the size of it. Twin engines of that. Huge, massive amount of diesel to run it. Big V8 engines in those. Beautiful. Gorgeous boats there, isn't there? And again, it's a river, isn't it? You know, it floods. It's prone to flooding. It's one of my first boats, that same as that, Norman. Prone to flooding, you see. Look at the size of that beast in the background. How beautiful. What a boat to have. Wow. I wonder what the cost of those, the cost of running those, you know. Blacking and diesel and heating the things, you know. But what a boat to have. Wow. What a thing to steer. For only narrowboats, it's probably a good time when you get on the rivers in the summer to thrash your engine. These diesel engines enjoy being thrashed because what it does, it creates a bigger compression in the cylinder which separates, which pushes your piston rings harder against the cylinder walls, which gets rid of the glazing, if you know what I'm talking about. So a damn good run on the rivers. Won't do it any harm, I hope. Don't hold me to that. If you're going to thrash your engine, it blows up. Don't blame me. But you know what I mean. A good old, much above revs, what they normally do on the canals. 2,000 RPM. You know, take it up to that. Did a world of good. I just don't know how they get permission to build these properties in these areas. You know, this is all floodplain. All floodplain, that is. Yes, they've built them up a little bit higher and probably the living rooms on the middle floor, but it's all floodplain. There's nowhere I'd buy a house next to a river that floods. Probably witness marks top of that bank, all this will be flooded all over there. There's no way that I would live next to a river. Put these walls up there. I wonder if they're flood walls, you know. Must be some rules and regulations against it. Comment below. Not only are they building on the floodplains, but you know, rivers move. They meander. They wear out. The banks fall in and then they change course and then completely move all over the place. Oh, okay, like miserable you are. No, terrible, aren't I? Well, I'm going straight on here by the looks of it. There's a sign coming up. Beautiful old house there. Look, probably been there for centuries, probably perfectly fine. I'm talking out my arse, I'm not sure. Going straight on here. Straight on. All waving, look, bless them. Hee hee! Oh, hey, wow, look at this area, look.